Hello and welcome back to the Actuaid YouTube channel. Today in this video we're going to be going over triple Venn diagrams, and the example we're going to be using on screen is SOA practice problem number 1 from their PDF of probability questions. If you're interested in free tutoring or sort of any like actuarial help whatsoever, please feel free to click the link in the description of this YouTube video, and my apologies for the break in uploads. I've been extraordinarily, emphasis on extraordinarily, sick for over a week now, and the sickness has completely snatched my voice. So unfortunately, no voice means no videos for a little while, but my voice is back, which means actually YouTube videos are back. Awesome. All right, so it's gonna be a shorter video. Just wanted to get into this one problem, so let's read it, let's see what's going on, and let's solve it. So, a survey of a group's viewing habits over the last year revealed the following information, and then these list of percentages. So, 28% watched gymnastics, 29% watched baseball, 19% watched soccer. Then we have combinations. So, 14% watched gymnastics and baseball, 12% watched baseball and soccer, 10% watched gymnastics and soccer, and then 8% watched all three sports. And they want us to calculate the percentage of the group that watched none of the three sports during the last year. So how are we going to solve it? Well, it's a Venn diagram problem, but unlike what I've covered on this channel, instead of the traditional two circles where this would be like number 1 and this would be number 2, and you have your intersection here, and this whole big thing is a union. In this case, we're actually going to have 3. So I'm going to erase this and draw a third circle, and then we're going to be able to get to work on this problem. So we have 3 sports, so I'm going to name each circle one of the sports. So I'll do gymnastics here, I'll do baseball here, and I'll do soccer down here. And then this little square over here I'm going to denote as none. So they don't watch any of the 3 sports, and we're going to have to fill that in last just because we're going to be able to find everything inside of the circles first. And I'm going to show you a little trick that has helped me on my own SOA exam, and I've been teaching pretty much everyone that I've tutored for probability the same trick, and it avoids a lot of really big formulas, and I think it's really effective, and it it literally never fails. It always works. So let me show you. The way that I would do this, the information was organized, so this is just 1 sport that they watch, this is 2 sports, and this is 3. I'm going to work in reverse order, so the most sports first, then I'm going to sort of work my way from the inside of the Venn diagram out. So starting in the middle, we have 8% that watched all 3 sports, so that goes right here. There's nothing that's going to be stealing from the sample size. If you watch all 3 sports, there's 100% chance you watch 2, and there's 100% that you watch 1. So there's sort of none of these other circles are taking away from that 8%, but when you go to 2, they will. So 10% watch gymnastics and soccer. So you got to find the intersection. Gymnastics is here, soccer is there. So the intersection of these 2 is right here. And they say that 10% watch gymnastics and soccer. So realistically, we would put 0.1 here. But what we need to account for is that 0.08 rather, that's already in the middle, and this is why. If 10% watch gymnastics and soccer and 8% watch all 3 sports, that would mean only 2 out of those 10% just watch gymnastics and soccer, because the other 8% of that 10% watch all 3 sports. So if you're following along, this would mean that there is now a 0.02 there. And the same logic applies for the rest. So if 12% watched baseball and soccer, and 0.08 watched all 3 sports, that would mean that 0.4 watch exclusively just soccer and baseball. And then finally 14% watch gymnastics and baseball, so a 0.06 is going to be going there. So we took care of the 3s, we took care of the 2s, now we're going to take care of the people that just watch 1 sport. So we have 19% that just watch soccer, and we're going to have to subtract these numbers from that total. If 19% watch soccer, 4% watch soccer and baseball, 2% watch soccer and gymnastics, and then 8% watch all 3, we're going to take that 19%, and we are going to subtract the rest. So we have 2, 8, 4, that's 14 there. So we're going to have a 0.05 on the outside, which is 0.19 minus 0.14. It's telling us that we had 29% that watched baseball, just baseball. And it looks like we have a 6, an 8, and a 4 here, so that's going to be 18. Which means that 11% of people watch just baseball. And then finally, I don't know why it keeps doing that. That's pretty annoying. It keeps scrolling up to last week's video. So 20% watch just gymnastics, and we're going to have to subtract the rest of the values. So 0.06, 0.08, 0.02, we're going to have a 0.16, and then we're subtracting that 0.28 from that, getting 0.12. So I'm going to erase the math that it took to get there, so we have just the values in the Venn diagram, but this is the split of everyone who watched TV, watched these 3 sports, but as we found out before in the last video, or wherever you've learned your probability, the total sum has to equal to 1, and just by eyeballing this, definitely does not equal to 1. So the rest of these people, they're going to be going in the box that we mentioned before. Those are the people that don't watch any sports at all. So the formula for that is we're just going to take the sum of all the probabilities, so 1, and then subtract everything that we had before. So we're going to subtract 0.12, we're going to subtract 0.06, we're going to subtract 0.11, we're going to subtract 0.02, 0.08, 0.04, and 0.05. And so we get an 88, 82, 71, 69, 61, 57. We got 0.52, which goes in that box on the outside. And if I remember correctly, that's what the question's asking for. They want you to calculate the percentage of the group that watched none of the 3 sports during the last year. And that is going to be noted right there. So the answer to this problem is 0.52. All I got for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you in the next one.